Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
This is a presentation of high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. High school basketball broadcasts are presented by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Members-Owned Credit Union, Sunbelt Rentals, Jimmy John's, Nebraska DOT Highway Safety Office, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Teammates Mentoring, and Play It Again Sports. Now, calling all the action, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
Good evening. Happy Tuesday night from Pius X High School. Nick Sainert on the call. Jay Foreman unable to be with me tonight, so I'll be riding solo as we have a good one on tap between the Omaha Central Eagles and the Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts. Once again, good evening from Flavin Gymnasium and Lincoln Pius X High School. We're just moments away from the Eagles and the Thunderbolts. It's a good one on tap, and the records might not show it, but both of these teams pretty evenly matched. Pius X has had kind of a unique road. We'll get into that over the course of the broadcast. Omaha Central certainly has had a little bit of a difficult schedule. We'll start with the Eagles from Omaha Central, 6-5 on the season. This is actually a rematch of a district final that in this same gym, Omaha Central came on the road last year, won in the district final against the Thunderbolts, and was able to advance to the state tournament as the 5 seed. And so once again, they were advanced to the state tournament as the 5 seed. They won in the first round. They lost in the second round to the eventual state champion Bellevue West Thunderbirds, 62-54 back at PBA. They graduated their top 3 scorers. And so there's been a lot of growing pains here in 2024 and 2025. And it starts with number 21, Yuri Haynes. He leads the team in scoring. But also guys like Yasir Grixby, Evan Rogers, Ike Ackerman. Those are some guys that we'll be talking plenty about over the course of the broadcast. For the Thunderbolts, you might have remembered, they were in Class A last year. Now they've moved back down to Class B. It's kind of funky with their schedule. You look around, they've played 4 teams from the state of Missouri. They've played 2 teams from the state of Iowa. They're 7-5 overall, led by head coach Adam Brill. They've played Omaha Skutt Catholic in Class B 2 times. There's some interesting details that we'll certainly talk about over the course of the next hour and a half or so to kind of make all that make sense. But we have a good one just moments away. Starting lineups are going on as we speak. Let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Omaha Central Eagles, led by head coach Bruce Chubbuck, wearing their road purple jerseys. It's going to be Yasir Grixby, Braylon Owens, Evan Rogers, Ike Ackerman, and then a 6'3 junior guard, Yuri Haynes. For the Thunderbolts, we'll talk about them in just a moment, but this guy you certainly need to watch on the floor is going to be a guy that also plays quarterback, and that's number 44, Colby Volkmer, a big presence down low. Expect him to maybe get plenty of touches over the course of the night. A little bit of a size advantage, and that's one of the matchups that we are watching as the Thunderbolts are in their home whites with green stripes down the side, edging the jersey with the gold letters and numbers here at Lincoln Pius X High School. Left side, it's the Thunderbolts with the ball first as they won the tip. Driving baseline, it's number 10, Charlie Morrow for the Thunderbolts. He kicks it out to the top of the key to Michael Haith. Haith, one of the lone returners on this Thunderbolts squad for Adam Brill, as Haith fires a 3, and he's able to connect with 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and they lead it 3-0. So Michael Haith, once again, one of the returners for Adam Brill's Thunderbolts. And quickly we have an Omaha Central turnover as Evan Rogers stepped on the sidelines, turns it over on the right side in front of that Thunderbolts bench, and it's going to be 3-0 Thunderbolt basketball as Pius X, 7-5 on the year. They haven't played a whole lot of teams from the state of Nebraska. Half of their games coming from teams outside of the border of Nebraska. His left side here is number 5, Parker Kelly. Parker Kelly as there's a whistle for a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to the Eagles, and so the turnover does not come back to haunt Omaha Central as they force a jump ball and they get the orange back. All right, here we go with the Eagles. We have a stoppage in play. It looks like the clock did not start quite yet. No, it looks like the shot clock, rather, was not reset. So they have to put a fresh 35 on. It'll be a sideline inbound, as the inbounder will be Braylon Owens, as Yasir Grigsby handles the ball for the most part for this Omaha Central offense. He bounces it right side, still outside the perimeter to Evan Rogers, now into the corner. Here is Owens, takes one dribble, picks it up, kicks it back out. Rogers drives baseline on the right side, goes into contact, draws the foul, unable to connect on the layup. But Evan Rogers will go to the line to shoot 2 shots as the Thunderbolts lead 3-0, 6:47 to go, just underway here at Lincoln Pius X High School. Want to thank Harrison Arns back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios to pushing all the buttons, making sure I stay connected out here at Lincoln Pius X. Evan Rogers, the left-handed shooter, fires on the first free throw, and he's able to connect. It's now 3-1. Lincoln Pius X with one more free throw looming for Omaha Central. Rogers on the year is 41 of 67 from the free throw line. Good for 61% on the season as he misses the second free throw, and the ball's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderbolts as 2 Bolts players tried to go up and grab that basketball out of the air off the miss, and neither one was able to get their mitts on it as it bounces out of bounds. So Omaha Central, despite going 1 of 2 from the free throw line, able to get the basketball back, and they'll run a fresh 35-second offense. As number 2 here is Yasir Grigsby with it, kicks it out to Lennox Haynes. Haynes with it on the right wing. He drives center of the key off the glass and in. We're tied at 3 with 6:27 to go in the opening quarter. 3 apiece between Lincoln Pius X and Omaha Central. A little bit of full court press from Omaha Central, but Thunderbolts are able to break it, driving into contact, and missing the layup is Parker Kelly, but Kelly will go to the charity stripe to shoot 2. That foul goes on number 14, Ike Ackerman. That's his first. So at the line is going to be number 5, Parker Kelly. Once again, don't forget the Thunderbolts, their lone points came on that 3-point shot within the first 25 seconds of game time from Michael Haith, where for the Eagles, they were able to convert 1 of 2 from the free throw line and then ultimately got a layup off the glass by Haynes. And that's how we got to 3-3, but Kelly broke the tie with the first free throw. It's now 4-3 Thunderbolts with the second one firing away off back iron, no dice. And the rebound tipped out Karams all the way out to the logo to the Thunderbolts. So they get another one as Kelly fires a 3, and it was 2 steps behind the top of the key. He's able to connect, and it's now a larger Thunderbolt lead as Parker Kelly has 4 points. It's 7-3 Pius X. Top of the key. Here's Haynes. Haynes fakes right, goes left, driving on the Thunderbolt defender. Nice finish by Haynes over the top of Cole Randall to cut the Thunderbolt lead to 2. It's 7-5 with 5:46 to play in the first quarter here at Lincoln Pius X High School. Omaha Central and Lincoln Pius X as Kelly picks up his dribble well outside of the 3-point line, driving through traffic. Ball gets stripped. Good defensive possession, and now a late whistle as bodies hit the deck, and they're going to call a foul on Omaha Central. They're going to call a foul on number 2. That's Yasir Grigsby, his first. And so it will not be a shooting foul. It was a little bit of a late whistle. It looked like the ball was cleanly stripped from the Thunderbolt ball handler, but then a late whistle as bodies hit the hardwood, and it went against the Eagles. So the Thunderbolts with a fresh 35-second possession as Kelly has it, loses it for a moment, gets it back. Here's Randall, wide open 3 from the corner. It rims out. A nice strong rebound by, that is number 2, Yasir Grigsby, potentially the smallest guy on the floor, and he is fouled on the way up, grabbing that rebound. And so a couple of whistles here early on, as with 5:18 to go in the first quarter, we already have 4 fouls combined, 2 on each side. That foul went on Easton Goobles. That's his first. And so Omaha Central gets the basketball here, down 7-5 to Lincoln Pius X. Handing it off, top of the key, it's Haynes. Left side, Evan Rogers. Rogers inside, Ackerman kicks it out. Haynes fires the 3 for the lead, too strong, and the rebound is able to be grabbed by Lincoln Pius X. In transition we go. Left-handed layup is too strong, and the miss off of from the left side by Charlie Morrow. Evan Rogers pushing the pace for Omaha Central. Leans into contact, unable to connect on the layup. He gets his own miss, puts it back up, too short, and a defensive rebound as the glass is cleared by the Thunderbolts and Michael Haith. Cole Randall will bring it across the timeline. Randall crosses over across that P logo at center court. Here is Morrow driving through traffic, and he gets bumped on the hip by Isaac Ackerman. And so with 4:33 to go, we'll have a stoppage in play as the foul goes on Isaac Ackerman. That is Isaac's second personal foul, the third team foul on the Omaha Central Eagles with 4:33 to play in the opening quarter. It's 7-5 Pius X against Omaha Central. Baseline inbounds. They'll throw it into the near corner. This is Michael Haith working on Rogers. Now cross-court pass. 3-ball on the way. It was deflected on the way up after the attempt by Alex Weber. And as it's knocked out of bounds, Haynes wasn't able to hold on to the basketball, and he throws it out of bounds. It'll be Lincoln Pius X basketball. 4:24 to play, first quarter. Nick Sainert with you from Pius X High School. Baseline inbound to Michael Haith, driving left side, too strong on the floater, and another whistle and another foul on the Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts as it looked like Cole Randall pushed Evan Rogers, from behind on the way up, trying to get that miss. And that's the third team foul on the Thunderbolts, the first of the game on Cole Randall. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the opening quarter here from Lincoln Pius X High School, a rematch of the A5 district final last year in a game where Omaha Central won on the road against the Thunderbolts and punched their ticket to state. Down low on the block, turnaround, Haynes, floater, off back iron, no good, and the miss is cleaned up by the Thunderbolts, pushing the pace. Here's Alex Weber, and he's going to say they walked with it. Traveling violation on Weber as he tried to get an outlet pass outside to his teammate. That would have been Parker Kelly, who would have had a look at a three-point shot. But they're going to say Alex Weber took too many steps and turns it over for the Thunderbolts. So Omaha Central basketball. Both sides struggling to find the bottom of the twine. 7-5, your score. Thunderbolts lead by 2 over Omaha Central. Plenty of turnovers and plenty of fouls here halfway through the first quarter. Double team comes as Omaha Central has the basketball. Inside, dribbling and kicking it out now. Here is Elijah Wayne. Elijah Wayne passes it. Evan Rogers. Rogers stops at the elbow, hesitates, spin move, kicks it near side. And loose ball on the floor. It'll roll out of bounds. Last touch as the referees convene. They're going to say it'll stay with Omaha Central as Yasir Grigsby had his pass deflected by a Thunderbolt defender. And we'll have a pause for substitutions. 5 seconds remain on the possession. As Omaha Central inbounds it, Haynes with it, takes one step inside the three-point line. Jump shot bounces around the iron a couple of times, unable to connect. Offensive rebound, shot is blocked. Third time's a charm. No, it's not. And once again, near the logo, the offensive rebound is corralled by Omaha Central, and we have a foul away from the ball, down low in the paint. This one's going to go on Michael Haith as he was trying to get defensive position on Elijah Wayne. And Michael Haith is called for his first personal foul, and the fourth team foul on the Thunderbolts. Omaha Central inbounds it, freshly checked into the game for head coach Bruce Chubbuck is B.J. Newsom. He gets the inbound pass, passes it now Haynes. Haynes off the glass, and we have a tie ball game, 7 apiece on a nice acrobatic finish by Yuri Haynes. So Thunderbolts have allowed a little 4-0 run, and I say 4-0 run because that's pretty monumental in a game that's only seen a combined 14 points. The miss on the layup by the Thunderbolts. The defensive rebound. Here comes Evan Rogers. Bounce pass up the floor. Newsom can't hang on to it. Too strong on the layup attempt. Offensive board, and we have a whistle and a foul down low on Pius X. Bodies were flying everywhere. That foul is going to go on number 10, Charlie Morrow. That is Morrow's first personal foul. So with 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the first quarter, Omaha Central already in the bonus as that was the 5th team foul on the Thunderbolts. At the line to shoot 2 shots is Yuri Haynes. He connects on the first. And Omaha Central has a 1-point lead. Cole Randall checks in once again for head coach Adam Brill and the Thunderbolts, as well as number 24, Easton Goebbels. Checking in for Bruce Chubbuck in Omaha Central, it's going to be number 1, Jalen Partridge. The second free throw by Haynes is also good, and it's a 9-7 Omaha Central advantage. Lincoln Pius X inbounds it as Central continues the full court pressure, and breaking it relatively easily is Charlie Morrow. Morrow spins at the logo, passes it right side. Here is Weber. Weber drives in, gets doubled by Omaha Central, picks up his dribble, cross-court bounce pass, somehow got through to Easton Goebbels. Now Morrow working on it right side, back to Goebbels. Goebbels takes one power dribble. His shot's blocked. Great defensive play by Elijah Wayne, and we have a foul on the floor going to the Thunderbolts, as that'll be the 6th team foul on Lincoln Pius X. That foul is whistled on Alex Weber. That is his first personal foul, and we're talking now with 6 different Thunderbolts picking up their first foul here in the first quarter. Still 2 minutes and 12 seconds remain in the opening quarter. Going to the line to shoot 2 shots is number 20, B.J. Newsom. First one on the way for Newsom is no good. Subbing in for the Omaha Central Eagles, number 35, Nils Peterson. Peterson, a 6'4" sophomore. Checking in for the Thunderbolts, number 5, Parker Kelly. 9-7 your score. Omaha Central with a 2-point lead, 2:12 to go. Both free throws by B.J. Newsom unable to go. And defensive rebound cleared by the Thunderbolts. Parker Kelly with it, top of the key, spin move on Elijah Wayne. He tried to jump stop and he shuffled his pivot foot. Another turnover for the Thunderbolts. Adam Brill telling him to keep his dribble, keep the dribble going, as he kind of stopped right in the top of the lane, tried to jump stop and shuffled his feet for the traveling violation. So with 1:58 to go, Omaha Central now trying to extend their 2-point lead. Top of the key, it's B.J. Newsom. Left side, here's Partridge. Partridge working on Morrow, the Thunderbolt defender, passes it right side, B.J. Newsom. Newsom to Elijah Wayne. Big body on big body as he's guarded by Easton Goebbels. Top of the key, it's Haynes. Haynes hesitates, dribbles through the legs, tries to split a double team, and they're going to whistle on a foul called on number 25, Hayden Huggins of Lincoln Pius X. That is his first personal. Shocker there, as that'll once again send Haynes to the free throw line for 2 shots. First one on the way is good for Haynes. It's now 10-7 Omaha Central. Evan Rogers will check in if Haynes is able to convert on this second free throw. He's checking in for the shooter. Squatting down at the scores table. Second one on the way is good. And we'll have a pause in play as Rogers checks in for Haynes. And it's 11-7. Omaha Central, the visitors, on the road here at Lincoln Pius X, up by 4 points with 1:38 to play in the opening quarter. Thunderbolts working to defeat this extended pressure by Omaha Central. They do so, but now lose the basketball. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Omaha Central Eagles. So baseline inbound for Lincoln Pius X here in just a moment. Morrow, the inbounder, he throws it up top. Parker Kelly with it. Parker Kelly working in the lane, working on Rogers, and we'll have a foul and a hold called on the defender, Evan Rogers. Omaha Central, Bruce Chubbuck, not happy with that one, saying that Parker Kelly was leaning in with his elbow. Should have been an offensive foul, but I believe that's only foul number 1 on Evan Rogers. It sure is. And that the next foul will now put the Thunderbolts in the bonus. A layup attempt by Goebbels, unable to go for Lincoln Pius X, and Omaha Central gets the miss. Evan Rogers up the floor. It's Partridge. Partridge gives it back to Rogers. Elijah Wayne working to get some position down low on Huggins, unable to do so. They do not get the ball down low to him. Instead, it's Partridge. Now Peterson. Peterson, as that's a travel on Nels Peterson, as the sophomore wanted to throw it back up to the top of the key from the left wing, but Partridge was not open, and he kind of saw him panic for a moment. He shuffled the legs, shuffled the feet, and that's a turnover for Omaha Central. So sideline inbound for Pius X with 1:04 to go in the first quarter. Here's Parker Kelly on the left side, just in front of the timeline. Thunderbolts still need to pass it. They do so with a pass from Morrow to Parker Kelly. Parker Kelly with 53 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Dumps it down low. The basket is good. It should have been a basket interference because an Omaha Central defender pulled on the net trying to grab that basketball. As that ball goes out of bounds, last touch on the other end by Lincoln Pius X. Omaha Central will retain possession. But as I was saying, Omaha Central got away with a goaltend as a defender went up, grabbed the net. The basket was shaking. And fortunately for the Thunderbolts, no whistle, but also the basket was good. So 11-9, your score, 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Top of the key, here's B.J. Newsome. Newsome passes it left side, it's Rogers. Central cannot hold for the final shot as a mid-range jumper goes for Evan Rogers. A nice shot from the free throw line on the jumper by number 11 in purple there. Makes it 13-9. Pius X, Volkmer with it. Top of the key. Pass taken away by Rogers. He crosses the timeline with 13 to shoot. Plenty of time. Spin move. Left side of the lane. Layup no good. Defensive rebound corralled by Randall. To Volkmer. Up the floor it's Kelly with 5 to shoot. Left to go in the first quarter. Tries a dry contact. Can't do it. Newsome to Rogers. Half court heave is well off. And a little bit of a bizarre ending there to the first 8 minutes of game time. As not the most disciplined basketball, a total of 9 fouls in the first 8 minutes of game time. But after 1 quarter of play, your score, Omaha Central on the road leads Lincoln Pius X 13-9. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds with the start of the second quarter on 93.7 The Ticket.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you. Lincoln Pius 10th High School here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Harrison Arns back in our Ticket studios. Appreciate him for all of his work on a Tuesday evening as the Thunderbolts will get the ball to start the second quarter as they trail 13-9. A lazy pass taken away by Ackerman. Ackerman behind the back dribble, takes the foul from Volkmer and is able to connect on the layup. And Ackerman will go to the line to shoot one more shot as Volkmer broke verticality there as Ackerman went from the right side of the glass, able to connect. And within the first 13 seconds of the second quarter, we already have a foul called on the Thunderbolts. That foul went on Colby Volkmer. And he immediately subs out. Ackerman at the line to shoot one more, try to make it a 16-9 ball game. He cannot, so we stay halted at 15-9 Central. Over Lincoln Pius X on the road. Here's Parker Kelly across the timeline. Kelly working on Evan Rogers. Good defense there by number 11 in purple. But Kelly drives in the lane. Can't get the layup to go. But guess what? A whistle and a foul called on number 3, Braylon Owens of Omaha Central. That's his first. So Parker Kelly will go to the line to shoot 2 shots as Omaha Central leads 15-9 here in the second quarter. First free throw is off the front rim. It barely grazes the iron. And it's still 15-9. Thunderbolts struggling to find the bottom of the net as we just started the second quarter. The second free throw is good by Parker Kelly. It's now 15-10. Omaha Central with the lead in the basketball. Parker Kelly up to 5 points. 5 of the 10 points for the Thunderbolts belong to number 5, Parker Kelly. As the layup in the lane is good by Evan Rogers. And the Eagles extend their lead to 7. It's 17-10. Lincoln Pius X crosses the timeline with the pass to Cole Randall. He's immediately doubled. Now pass right side. On the perimeter, it's Parker Kelly. He winds up, fires from three off front iron. No dice. And Evan Rogers gets the miss for Omaha Central. He'll bring up the basketball across the half-court line, dribbles one step inside the three-point line, airballs the shot, and the defensive rebound is corralled by the Thunderbolts. Loose ball fought for by Pius X. Now this pass tipped and taken away by Omaha Central. And here comes Grigsby for the Eagles. Pass far side, three ball. Ackerman connects, and it's a 10-point Central lead as the Eagles have doubled up the Thunderbolts. Lincoln Pius X, lazy, lackadaisical on offense. Bad passes, and they've turned over the ball way too many times for head coach Adam Brill's liking. They have it near the logo, down by 10, still 18 seconds on the possession. Driving in the lane is Morrow, and he is bumped, and there's a jump ball called, and the possession arrow will give it to the Eagles. And quickly here with 6:19 to go in the second quarter, head coach Adam Brill wants to talk things over on the Thunderbolt sideline. 6:19 to play in the first half. It's 20-10 Central when we come back in 30 seconds.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you. It's 20-10 Omaha Central with 6:19 to go in the second quarter. High school broadcast on the Ticket brought to you by our friends at Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Visit nextagrealestate.com to learn how their firsthand experience can help you in valuing, managing, and selling your property. All right, so 20-10 your score. Omaha Central on top of the Thunderbolts. How about that? It took a quarter, so 8 minutes plus 9 minutes and 41 seconds of game time for our first timeout to be called, and it was charged to Lincoln Pius X and Adam Brill as they wanted to talk things over after the Thunderbolts turned it over again. Omaha Central will have the basketball. Yasir Grigsby will jog it across the timeline, working left to right from my vantage point. I'm sitting on the north side of Flavin Gymnasium here at Lincoln Pius X. Ackerman with it just inside the three-point line. Ball loose. It's corralled by Partridge of Central. Now to Grigsby on the left wing. Grigsby drives, kicks it. Partridge, three ball on the way. It's good, but there's a whistle and an offensive foul called on Omaha Central for the moving screen away from the ball, and it goes back to the Thunderbolts. Partridge connected on that three-point attempt, but fortunately for the Thunderbolts, the Central lead stays at 10 instead of increasing to 13. Randall, and he travels with it. That was not going to be a good sequence there for the Thunderbolts either way. Cole Randall got that basketball just past the half-court line on a pass from the backcourt, and he immediately turned and angled himself towards the backcourt. He had nowhere to go as the Omaha Central double team came, and he either traveled with it or he was going to throw it and have a backcourt violation. But fortunately for the Thunderbolts, Omaha Central turns it over on an errant pass. And here comes Pius X crossing over. It's Michael Haith working off the glass. It's good with the foul. Braylon Owens gets called for foul number 2. And on the shot, Michael Haith able to connect, and he'll go to the line to shoot one more shot. It's 20-12 Omaha Central. 5:29 to play in the second quarter. Michael Haith at the line to shoot one more. First one on the way, no good. And the Thunderbolts unable to convert on the three-point play. It's 20-12, Omaha Central, as Grigsby crosses the half-court line, gives it to B.J. Newsome on the left side. Here is Haynes. Haynes with it, dribbles into the free throw line, gets bumped, and they're going to call a foul on the Thunderbolts. That foul goes on number 5, Parker Kelly. That's his first personal. So what if I told you 9 different Thunderbolts have had their names written down in the foul column with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second quarter, but a turnover on the inbounds pass. Up the floor comes Huggins. His shot's blocked off the glass by Ackerman, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Omaha Central as it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by B.J. Newsome. The official on the baseline initially called it Omaha Central basketball, but then the official from the half court behind the play ran in at full speed and corrected his partner in the stripes and said it's Pius X basketball. Here's Parker Kelly on the inbound pass as he'll get whistled for an offensive foul. And guess what? That is number 2 on Parker Kelly as he lowered that left shoulder and tried to draw contact. He'll have to go to the bench. And so now the leading scorer in the game for the Thunderbolts, who have struggled to find the net, he's got to sit on the bench with 2 fouls here with 5:05 remaining in the second quarter. It's 20-12 Omaha Central. That is the 3rd team foul called on Lincoln Pius X as Omaha Central brings it across the timeline. Here's B.J. Newsome, top of the key. Looks left, now passes right to Haynes. Haynes crosses over, working on Cole Randall. In the lane, floater on the way. Back iron, no good, too strong. And a good strong rebound there by Cole Randall. Up the floor we go with the Thunderbolts. He hands it. Randall, long 3 on the way. Rattles in and out. Offensive rebound taken away by Ackerman. Here comes Central. They have numbers. It's a 3-on-2 break, but they're all on the left side of on the floor. Grigsby with it, crosses over, spin move in the lane, floater, perfect. Yasir Grigsby extends the Eagles' lead to 10. It's 22-12 as the Thunderbolts trying to break the press of Omaha Central. Up the right side, it's Randall. Now top of the key, floater on the way, misses everything. Offensive board, tipped around and taken away by B.J. Newsome of Central. Up the floor to Partridge. Partridge, bounce pass. Haynes in traffic, floater, good. And it's 24-12 as the Eagles have once again doubled up the Thunderbolts. Sawyer Sand is in the game once again for the Thunderbolts as he throws it left side. Michael Haith. Michael Haith with it, tries to slow things down. Now hands it to Morrow of Lincoln Pius X as they trail by 12. Down inside Huggins. He backs it out to the three-point line. Sand with it on the perimeter. Almost traveled with it. Was able to keep that left pivot foot. Cross-court pass. Haith. Touch pass. Randall. Now to Morrow. Three-pointer. Right wing. Well, it's way too strong. Offensive board. Haith and gets ripped out of his mitts. It's off the Thunderbolts out of bounds to Omaha Central. Pius X just unable to connect on anything unless it's right on the doorstep of the bucket. Has not been able to convert on a three-point shot so far today, and it's 24-12 still Omaha Central with 3:26 to go in the second quarter. Central with the basketball. The visitors here at Lincoln Pius X. Right side, it's Partridge of Central. Top of the key now, Grigsby. His pass almost taken away, intended for B.J. Newsome. Back to Grigsby. Grigsby has numbers, has the advantage off the glass. Finger roll, it's good. And the Thunderbolts will try to push the pace as Sawyer Sand brings it across the timeline, hesitates, and now loses it as he tried to dribble it behind his back. In transition, we go with the Central Eagles. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderbolts and Michael Haith. It'll stay with the Central Eagles. Checking in for the Thunderbolts, number 12, Alex Weber. He subs in for Sawyer Sand, who just committed that Thunderbolt turnover a moment ago, trying to dribble the ball behind his back in transition and ended up turning it over. Baseline inbound underneath their own bucket for Omaha Central. They get it into Elijah Wayne, who's freshly checked into the game for Coach Chubbuck on that Central sideline. Left side here is Haynes with it. Yuri Haynes passes it right side. Now top of the key, it's Newsome. Newsome throws to the other side. Once again, Grigsby finds a cutting Haynes. He backs it out to the perimeter. Now tries to drive baseline, steps back. Left side, here is Grigsby. Grigsby drives right side. Almost got it knocked away in the lane. Draws contact, no whistle. Put back, no good. And the rebound caroms into the hands of the Thunderbolts. And that is number 12, Alex Weber with it. As he's now bumped and fouled on the hip by Yasir Grigsby. That is Grigsby's second personal foul. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second quarter of action here at Lincoln Pius X High School. 26-12 is your score. Omaha Central with the 14-point advantage on the road over the Thunderbolts. They inbound it here to Morrow. Morrow crosses the timeline as they threw it into the backcourt. He turns, hands it off, now almost taken away from Cole Randall as he's tiptoeing that half-court line. It was deflected, still getting fought for it. Now he's able to find a teammate who's bumped and fouled by Evan Rogers. That is Rogers' second personal foul, the fourth team foul on the Eagles. And so it'll be a baseline inbound once again for Lincoln Pius X. We have a stoppage in play as Nels Peterson will sub in for Omaha Central. Evan Rogers will take a seat on the pine. It's 26-12, Omaha Central with 2:02 to play in the second quarter. Baseline inbound for Pius X. They throw it into Huggins underneath the bucket. Now Cole Randall with it, top of the key, guarded by Haynes. Haynes forces him to pass it left side, up and over, cross-court pass now, 3-ball on the way. Weber, and he's able to hit. It's 26-15 now. Omaha Central with a 11 rather, if I can do some math, an 11-point lead. Pass down low, Elijah Wayne on the block. He is fouled, he misses the layup, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. While we have a brief stoppage in play, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sainer back with you. Lincoln Pius X High School as Elijah Wayne's first free throw, no good off back iron. And he'll have one more in just a moment. It's 26-15, Omaha Central with an 11-point lead. 1:39 remaining here in the second quarter of action. Elijah Wayne takes 2 dribbles from the charity stripe, fires away, too strong on that one. Haynes skies high for the offensive rebound. His putback is off the glass, and it's in. It's 28-15, and despite the Thunderbolts able to avoid any free throws made by Omaha Central after the 2 misses, they allowed a offensive rebound and a putback, but as they were inbounding the ball, the Thunderbolts are fouled, and that is going to be the 5th team foul on Omaha Central. That foul went on B.J. Newsome. That is his first of the game. The 5th team foul, like I said, on Omaha Central. And so going to the line to shoot 2 shots, since the Thunderbolts are in the bonus, is number 12, Alex Weber. Weber able to rattle the first one home. He now has 4 points after he was able to get in the scoring column on that 3-point shot just a moment ago from the far corner. It's 28-17 now after the second free throw is also good by Lincoln Pius X. Weber now up to 5 points on the day. Here's Partridge for Omaha Central, guarded closely there by Morrow of Lincoln Pius X. He hands it off to Haynes. Haynes guarded by Randall at the top of the key. They screen left by Elijah Wayne, passing to the far corner. Here is Peterson. He traveled with it just a moment ago. Now he's getting hassled by Weber. He's able to pass out of it to Haynes. He pulls up 3-ball, top of the key, well short, and an offensive rebound again, but it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderbolts. So Omaha Central will inbound underneath their own bucket. 1 minute, 1 second remain. As the pass deflected on the inbound pass, taken away, here comes the Thunderbolts. Up the floor, it's Weber working on Peterson in the lane, and he is fouled by number 35 for Omaha Central. That's Nels Peterson. That is his first. Back to the line to shoot 2 more free throws is Alex Weber, as the Thunderbolts trail by 11, 28-17. Make it 28-18. Alex Weber, a 6'3" senior guard, gets the ball from the official, takes 2 dribbles, fires away on the second free throw. It's also good. It's 28-19, back to a single-digit deficit for the Thunderbolts. Partridge with it, looks towards the central sideline, gets what play they want to run, and here comes Partridge in the Eagles offense. Here's B.J. Newsome. Newsome dribbles to the top of the key, hands it to Elijah Wayne. Elijah Wayne passes left side to Haynes. He drives baseline left side and is fouled on the way up. And so Yuri Haynes will now go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That foul goes on Cole Randall. That's his second for Lincoln Pius X. The 5th team foul on the Thunderbolts with 38.9 remaining in the first half. Both teams are now in the bonus as Haynes' first free throw is on the way. It's good, and it's back to a 10-point Eagles lead. Checking in for the first time tonight for Omaha Central, number 5, Trey Simpson. Something to watch is that Parker Kelly for Lincoln Pius X with those 2 fouls back into the game in the final moments of the second quarter. Haynes' second free throw on the way, and it's too strong. Rebound caroms into the hands of Michael Haith for Lincoln Pius X, and up the floor they go. Here comes Alex Weber. Weber now with 7 points on the day. Haith dribbles near the logo. 27 on the game clock, 23 on the shot clock. About a 3.5-second differential if we want to get specific here. Here's Morrow at the top of the key near the logo. He is wasting time. Adam Brill shouting from the Thunderbolts side of the floor. Here's Morrow working on B.J. Newsome. Morrow picks up his dribble looking for help. 4 on the shot clock. A floater off the glass. It falls for Parker Kelly with 1 second on the clock. Here's Haynes, one-handed heave. It's unable to go. And so at halftime, your score, the Omaha Central Eagles 29, the home team, the Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts 21. The visitors from Omaha Central hold an 8-point advantage at the break. We'll step aside, come back in just a few minutes with some thoughts on the first half from Lincoln Pius X High School. You're listening to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hello? Hello?
Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you from Lincoln Pius the 10th High School as they're playing musical chairs at halftime with some of the Thunderbolt students. Your score at the break, Omaha Central 29, Lincoln Pius the 10th 21. I want to thank our friends at Next Ag Appraisal and Realty for their support. As always, your land, your legacy, their solutions. Visit nextagrealestate.com to learn how their firsthand experience can help you in valuing, managing, and selling your property. Once again, your score at the break, Omaha Central 29, Thunderbolts of Lincoln Pius X 21 here at the half. It's the story of that first half, a little bit of dysfunction, I would say, and from both sides. Not a whole lot of discipline in that first quarter. A little bit over, there were 16 total fouls called in that first 8 minutes of game time. Second quarter was a little bit better. Both teams, though, when it was all said and done, both teams were in the bonus, and so at least 10 fouls called collectively between the two sides there in the second quarter. But Thunderbolts kept trying to scratch away at this Omaha Central lead, but man, the intensity defensively for Omaha Central has caused fits for Adam Brill's squad over there and Lincoln Pius the 10th. The leading scorer at the break for the Thunderbolts is number 12, Alex Weber, who leads all scorers for the Thunderbolts with 7 points. He finally was able to connect on a three from the far corner late in that second quarter, and then he went to the free throw line 2 times on consecutive possessions and was able to convert on all 4 free throws. Other than that, Parker Kelly has 5, but he had to sit down for a good chunk of that second quarter with 2 personal fouls. Didn't sub in until late with less than a minute to go in the second quarter, then because Adam Brill just didn't want to risk it here with a full half of basketball to play. And frankly, the officials calling it real tight. There was some animosity between these two sides last year. This is a rematch of the A5 district final last season, a game where Omaha Central came on the road and clinched that spot in the state tournament against the Thunderbolts, and Omaha Central ended up getting to the second round of the state tournament before losing to eventual champion Bellevue West last year. And one thing that I was going to say, and I talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, Omaha Central had to replace their top 3 scorers, including the guy by the name of Dale Ron Thomas, who, if you paid attention to any high school basketball last year, you knew his name, one of the good guards in the state of Nebraska. But, you have Yuri Haynes today, who's averaging 13 points per game. It's a much more balanced scoring effort across the board for some of these guys on the Omaha Central squad. You have guys that are averaging, 7.5 per game. You have Evan Rogers kind of leading the way, with kind of tag teaming it with Haynes at around that 13 points per game kind of mark. But then you have a guy like Isaac Ackerman averaging 9.5. I mentioned it. Braylon Owens with 7.5. So it's a much more balanced effort here in 2025 for Bruce Chubbuck's squad. I mentioned in the pregame show that the Thunderbolts have had a little bit of difficulty finding opponents. They've played multiple teams from the state of Missouri. They've also played multiple teams from the state of Iowa. To be specific, 4 teams from Missouri, 2 from the state of Iowa. And they'll play Papillion La Vista coming up on January 17th. They're actually going to play a game later this year at DJ Sokol Arena, where the Creighton women's basketball and Creighton volleyball team plays their games. They'll play a game against Papillion La Vista later this season at DJ Sokol Arena. But I was talking to a Lincoln Pius X administrator before the game, asking, what's been the reasoning behind scheduling some teams from the state of Missouri, like Blue Springs and Blue Springs South, and then also playing teams from Sioux City, Iowa. And he said, look, we moved back from Class A to Class B. We're conferenceless now because part of the agreement is that if the Thunderbolts wanted to be in the Heartland Athletic Conference, also known as the HAC, that they had to be a Class A school. Well, as soon as they moved back to Class B, they were kicked out of the HAC. They were not allowed to be in the HAC per the agreement, and therefore struggled to find some schools to schedule them. A lot of this also has to deal with wild card points, and I give credit to Bruce Chubbuck here, and that's what the administrator was telling me. He appreciated head coach of Omaha Central, Bruce Chubbuck, because for a Class A team, when you play a Class B team, you do not get 2 bonus wild card points like you do in Class A versus Class A matchup. So therefore, for Omaha Central, if they lose this game, it's detrimental if they don't take care of business the rest of the year. For the Thunderbolts, though, it's a good test and a much-needed game, litmus test as well, to see where they measure up against some of the Class A talent. As a three-point shot is connected on by Michael Haith, as we just started the third quarter of play. And quickly, the Thunderbolts, Michael Haith, now 8 points, and the Thunderbolts trail by just 5. So there's a little bit of insight as to why the Thunderbolts play 6 of their 12 games so far this season outside of the state of Nebraska, while the Eagles unable to connect on a layup on the doorstep. That was Isaac Ackerman with it. Now Randall for 3. He misses it all, and that ball bounces out of bounds to Omaha Central. 29-24, your score. Nick Sainert with you at Lincoln Pius X High School. 7:15 remaining in the third quarter of play. The Thunderbolts 7-5 on the year. The Central Eagles 6-5. As that pass deflected, take it away. Here comes the Thunderbolts. Nobody in front of Charlie Morrow, and he lays it in. It's a quick 5-0 run to start the third quarter for Adam Brill's squad, as the Thunderbolts trail now by just 3. As the Eagles try to connect on a three-point shot, unable to do so. The defensive rebound corralled by the Thunderbolts. Here's Randall, left side. It's Morrow, back to Randall. Randall just airballed a 3 a moment ago. Here's Michael Haith with it, top of the key, guarded by Braylon Owens. And we have a foul called on Braylon Owens as he tried to fight around a Colby Volkmer screen. And scratch that. It's actually going to be on Isaac Ackerman. That's going to be Ackerman's 3rd for the Eagles. So now sideline inbound right in front of the Thunderbolts bench. Cole Randall inbounds it. Lazy pass. It goes out of bounds once again into the Thunderbolts bench. And it'll stay with Pius X. 29-26 your score. 6:39 remains in the third quarter. Sideline inbound for Cole Randall. He's out there for head coach Adam Brill, along with Charlie Morrow, Michael Haith, Parker Kelly, and Colby Volkmer. So Randall gets it in near the logo to Charlie Morrow. 29-26 your score. Omaha Central with the three-point advantage as Volkmer has it. Backing down, working on Ackerman, kicks it out. Kelly to tie, unable to connect, but an offensive rebound as it goes into the hands of Randall. Randall into the far corner. Here's Haith. He'll pop a 3, and it's too strong. The rebound fought for, tipped around, and corralled by Omaha Central on the defensive glass. Quickly, Grigsby crosses the timeline. His pocket is picked. Going the other way, it's Parker Kelly, and the Thunderbolts are down by 1. Bruce Chubbuck wants to talk things over with 6:07 remaining in the third quarter. The Thunderbolts have come out, and they are on a 7-0 run in the third quarter with 6:07 to play in quarter number 3. It's 29-28 Central Eagles when we come back in 30 seconds.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you from Lincoln Pius 10th High School. Harrison Arns in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Appreciate him on a Tuesday evening. 29-28 Omaha Central. The Eagles leading the Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts on the road, but the Thunderbolts, who trailed 29-21 at the half, have come out on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter. Bruce Chubbuck called his first timeout of the game. Both sides with 4 timeouts remaining. It's 29-28, and the Eagles, working right to left from my vantage point, will cross the timeline with the ball handler being Yasir Grigsby. Grigsby bounces it to Owens. Owens works on the right side, tries to find a cutting Ackerman, unable to do so. It's Haynes now right in front of the central bench on the block. His shot's blocked by Volkmer, and the defensive rebound to the Thunderbolts. Bruce Chubbuck wanted a foul called as the shooter went into a double team, and in the lane, as we have a whistle on the other end, Charlie Morrow was out of control for the Thunderbolts. I think Bruce Chubbuck is saying, if you're going to call that when a ball handler is out of control on that end, you got to call it on our end as well. And I can't say I blame him there as Morrow goes to the line to shoot 2 shots. His first one on the way, and we're tied up. That foul went on number 2, Yasir Grigsby. That is Grigsby's 3rd of the game. Morrow able to convert on that first free throw. It's all tied up at 29 apiece. The second one to give the Thunderbolts the lead. He's able to do so. And the Thunderbolts, on a current 9-0 run, have a 1-point lead here in the third quarter. The Eagles, with 5.5 to play in the third quarter, still searching for their first points in the second half. Top of the key. Rogers is out there. He gives it to Haynes. Haynes crosses over, works at the top. Looking around, gives it to Partridge. Partridge in the lane, stops, hands it off Haynes. Haynes gets bumped and fouled by the Thunderbolts defender with 5:18 to go in the third quarter. And Haynes will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That is the 3rd personal foul on Parker Kelly with 5 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. He'll have to come out of the game as the first free throw is good by Haynes. Alex Weber subs in for the Thunderbolts. So mark that down. Parker Kelly exits with 5:18 remaining in the third quarter. See how long head coach Adam Brill wants to keep him on that Thunderbolt sideline. Both free throws good by Omaha Central. They are back in front 31-30. 5:14 to play third quarter as the Thunderbolts cross the timeline with Morrow. Morrow working on Partridge. Loose ball, taken away by Haynes. Haynes left side gets it knocked away from behind, and it stays with the Eagles as he got it poked away from behind by Randall. But the Eagles able to retain possession as they'll inbound it underneath their own bucket. They'll throw it up top to Ackerman. Ackerman now to Rogers, and we have an official's timeout as I believe Partridge is bleeding, and I think they're going to have to call a timeout to get that fixed. BJ Newsom, there it is. So BJ Newsom will sub in for Partridge as he gets tended to by the medical staff. 31-30 your score. Omaha Central with 5:01 to go in the third quarter. Evan Rogers, the inbounder, looking for help and finds Ackerman on the near side. Ackerman now dribbles to the elbow, passes it to B.J. Newsome, hands it off to Owens. Owens now on the top of the key, throws it down low to Ackerman, who got away from Volkmer defensively, and Volkmer now fouls him as Ackerman goes up strong with it. He misses the layup, but he'll still go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That is the 3rd personal foul on Colby Volkmer. Volkmer doubles as a Thunderbolt football player, as he is going to have to sub out. Easton Goebbels will sub in for Colby Volkmer. The free throw is good by Ackerman. It's now 32-30. Second free throw is also good by Ackerman. It's 33-30. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go, third quarter. They inbounded here to Weber. Weber, cross-court pass Morrow, now trying to break that defensive pressure the Thunderbolts do. They have numbers, kicks it out. Randall, extra pass. Weber, 3-ball for the lead. He misses everything, and the rebound goes into the hands of Rogers. Up the floor, Haynes in traffic, spin move off the glass. Great move by Yuri Haynes, and it's 35-30, Omaha Central. Thunderbolts got a good look from the perimeter, but Weber unable to connect as the Thunderbolts trail by 5, 35-30. Michael Haith in traffic off the glass. It's good. B.J. Newsome was trying to draw the charge. Bruce Chubbuck wanted the whistle. No whistle came from the official underneath the bucket. It's 35-32. 4:01 to play, third quarter. Here's Haynes with it on the right side. Guarded by Randall. Crosses over, working in traffic. Near side pass. Here is Owens. Braylon Owens steps back cross court into the far corner. 3-ball by Haynes. Got it. It's 38-32. Yuri Haynes with 5 quick points. And it's a 38-32 Central lead. Up the floor, outlet pass. Here's Michael Haith. He picks up his dribble, is wide open for 3, unable to answer, and B.J. Newsome collects the Thunderbolts miss. Evan Rogers pushing the pace, crosses the timeline, uses the screen, pops the tray from the right wing, and it's 41-32. And after a 9-0 run to start the third quarter by the Thunderbolts, the Eagles of Omaha Central are on an 8-0 run of their own. They lead at 41-32 with 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll step aside for 60 seconds right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Thunderbolts with possession as they get it to the right wing. Here's a Weber 3, unable to go. Quickly, the Eagles back in transition, and the easy layup by Yuri Haynes makes it a 43-32 ball game as the Thunderbolts looking for answers on offense. Cross-court pass up the floor. Here's Goebbels. Goebbels with it. Bounces it back to Morrow. Morrow at the top of the key. That pass deflected, taken away. Evan Rogers one-on-one as Weber is in the defender, and the layup falls for Evan Rogers. It's quickly a 13-point Omaha Central lead, 45-32. And Adam Brill pleading to his Thunderbolts to slow things down. Up the floor, here's Goebbels. Goebbels back to Morrow. Up the court they go, another turnover on a lazy pass from Morrow intended for Goebbels, and the Eagles take it away. Evan Rogers with it near the logo. He'll slow things down, 2:06 to play in the third. 45-32, far side. It's Haynes. Haynes gets bumped, and reach-in foul is called On number 10 for Lincoln Pius X, that is Charlie Morrow. That is going to be the second personal on Charlie Morrow. The third team foul on the Thunderbolts. Checking in for Lincoln Pius X, it'll be Parker Kelly with those 3 fouls, as well as Hayden Huggins. So Parker Kelly, one of the leading scorers for Lincoln Pius X, was on the bench for a little over 4 minutes of game time there. Subbed out at the 5.5-minute mark. Now a turnover. Thunderbolts going the other way. Parker Kelly with it. He needs to slow things down. Loose ball. It's able to be corralled. The quick 3 by Pius X, unable to fall. Elijah Wayne for Central cleans up the miss and saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Grixby. Grixby also with 3 personal fouls as he has it on the top of the key. Trying to get it down low. Unable to get it to him as they're trying to wall up the man down low in the paint. That's Braylon Owens, who had a significant height advantage on Charlie Morrow, the defender. The pass goes over the head of number 3 down low in the paint, the 6'5" junior Braylon Owens, and it goes out of bounds. Back to the Thunderbolts. 45-32 your score. Third quarter, 1:27 to play in quarter number 3. Up the floor they go with Michael Haith. He gets trapped immediately, able to pass over the top. Cross-court pass in the near corner. Randall now to Kelly. Kelly drives in traffic, and he is fouled from behind. Haynes is pleading that he got all ball from behind, but instead they're going to say that he got him with the body, and they pushed him from behind. That'll be Haynes' first personal foul. The third team foul on Omaha Central. And if you're the Thunderbolts, a way you can get back into this game, points with the clock stopped. And that's exactly what they're doing right now with the 2 free throw attempts by Parker Kelly. The first one is good. Kelly now in double figures with 10. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Grixby takes a seat for head coach Bruce Chubbuck. 45-33. The second one on the way rattles around and falls. It's 45-34 now as Kelly gets his 11th point at the charity stripe. Crossing over is Partridge, who's back into the game after having some blood cleaned up a few minutes ago. In the lane, Newsome too strong on the layup attempt, gets his own miss. The putback is good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot one more as the Eagles extend the lead to 13 once again, potentially 14 if BJ Newsome can convert on the free throw. That foul goes on Hayden Huggins. That is his third personal foul. So now if you're Lincoln Pius X and Adam Brill, the way that this game was called in the first quarter is starting to affect you. You have Parker Kelly, one of your best guards, with 3 personal fouls as Newsome misses the free throw. Colby Volkmer, one of your post guys, has 3. And now Hayden Huggins, your other post guy, has 3. A 3-point shot rattles around and out for Michael Haith. It's touched out of bounds. And last touch by Omaha Central to stay with the Thunderbolts. It's 47-34, Omaha Central, 13-point lead, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln Pius X High School. As the baseline inbound for the Thunderbolts, they get it into Michael Haith. Haith kicks it out. Randall, long 3 on the way, off back iron. Rebound caroms out to Parker Kelly. He dumps it off. Huggins, layup, misses it. Unable to connect on a bunny on the doorstep. Bounce pass inside. Elijah Wayne, turnaround. It's good. A nice job getting position down low on the near side, blocked by Elijah Wayne. And it's 49-34, the largest lead of the night as Parker Kelly pushes the pace off the glass. Shot blocked by Wayne. And here come the Eagles. They can hold for one shot here at the end of the third quarter. 10 seconds remain. They get into the hands of Haynes. He works on Randall. 5 seconds. Crosses over. Step back. 3 on the way. Misses it all. And that will do it for the third quarter of play. Your score, the Omaha Central Eagles 49. The Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts 34. Pius trails by 15 at home to the 6-5 Omaha Central Eagles. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hello? Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you from Pius X High School, 49-34. Omaha Central leads at the start of the fourth quarter. Want to thank the support from Play It Again Sports. They buy and sell quality used and new sports and fitness gear all day, every day. Located in Lincoln at 48th and Vine. That's Play It Again Sports. 49-34 your score, Omaha Central basketball to start. Thunderbolts came out on a 9-0 run to start the third quarter. It looked like they had seized momentum, but a good job by Bruce Chubbuck's squad as Evan Rogers in the lane. Gets it off the glass, and he is fouled by Colby Volkmer, and that is number 4 on 44. But as I said, if I can do some quick math here, it was 33-32. And so if my math doesn't deceive me, that's a 16-2 run that the Eagles closed the third quarter out on. It's now 50-34, and quickly Easton Goebbels has to check back in for Lincoln Pius X as Colby Volkmer takes a seat. Bruce Chubbuck doing what he does, pacing up and down that Omaha Central sideline. The second free throw is also good by Evan Rogers. So Pius X with the basketball, trying to break the extended pressure of Omaha Central. They've had fits with this all day. Far corner, 3-ball on the way. Randall, too strong, offensive rebound. It's knocked away. Bodies on the floor, and Ackerman comes up from it, up the floor to Partridge for Central. In the lane, layup, good, over the taller Michael Haith, and it's all Central Eagles, 53-34 here with 7:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Goebbels for Lincoln Pius X to Randall. Back to Goebbels. Cross-court pass over the head and out of bounds as Lincoln Pius X turns it over. And there's that defensive intensity and pressure for Omaha Central, causing fits for Lincoln Pius X. It's 53-34 with 6:58 to go in the ballgame. Newsome to Partridge. Left side, Evan Rogers. Back to Partridge. Partridge with it near the logo. Central now milking some of that shot clock with 15 to shoot on the possession. Right side, Newsome. Newsome with it. Overhead pass to Rogers. Rogers, he gets bumped and fouled by Cole Randall. That's the second team foul of the fourth quarter on the Thunderbolts. That is the third personal on Cole Randall. Baseline inbound here for Omaha Central. The Eagles lead 53-34 over Pius X here in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. They get it into Ackerman for Omaha Central. Ackerman motioning some guys around, hands it off to Partridge. Partridge gets picked up by Goebbels. Size mismatch down low. Ackerman layup, can't get it to fall, and a good job tipping it out by the smaller guard for Lincoln Pius X. That is Parker Kelly. Now up the floor, it's Haith. Haith with it. Fakes right, goes left, and gets hand-checked by number 1, Jalen Partridge, and that is going to be Partridge's first. That is the first team foul of the fourth quarter on Omaha Central. Inbounds to Randall. Randall bounces it to Goebbels. Goebbels with it, hands it off now, and slipping on the floor is Parker Kelly. Taking away Evan Rogers, and the one-handed flush from the left side. 55-34 Omaha Central with a 21-point advantage. 6:01 to go, fourth quarter. Pius needs to figure out something quick. Turnovers, the name of the game. Pius has committed a lot, and Omaha Central has forced a plethora as Parker Kelly layup gets hammered by Evan Rogers, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That is the third on Rogers, so Elijah Wayne will check in here in just a moment. Learn how to help empower a student today by the power of mentoring with teammates. You can apply today at teammates.org. 55-34, fourth quarter, 5:46 remain. Parker Kelly at the line, 2 shots. The first one is no good. Hit every part of the rim except did not fall and twinkle the twine. And so 55-34 still is your score as Evan Rogers and Braylon Owens check out for head coach Bruce Chubbuck in Omaha Central. Parker Kelly, second one on the way, and he's able to go 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. 55-35 your score, 5:46 to play, fourth quarter, 12 points on the day for Parker Kelly. Grigsby hands it to Partridge. Left side, it's B.J. Newsom. Newsom to Partridge. Partridge in the lane. Floater. It rattles around and out. Defensive board cleared up by Michael Haith. Up the floor, here comes Cole Randall. Randall, cross court, back to Morrow. Morrow pops the 3. It's well off back iron, but an offensive rebound tipped out to Randall near the logo. Now Randall with it, left side to Morrow. Morrow bounces it top of the key. Here's Kelly. Kelly driving in right side of the lane. Off the glass, too strong, and Elijah Wayne cleans up the miss for the Eagles defensively. Quickly up the floor, Ackerman loses it. Back to the Thunderbolts. Randall takes it away. He throws it up with one hand. In the lane, layup off the glass. It falls for Parker Kelly. And we have a whistle and a stoppage in play. And I think it might have been, we're working on the official word. They're going to call a delay of game warning on Parker Kelly of Lincoln Pius X. They're going to say he threw the ball. And I will say this, once again, we're in a high school gymnasium, so it's not like Pinnacle Bank Arena where you can throw the ball rows into the stands. He kind of just tossed the ball back to the official and may have said something that delayed the game there. 55-37 your score, 18-point Central lead in the lane. It's Haynes. He gets it taken away and fouled. He is fouled down low underneath the bucket by Weber. They're going to call it on the floor. That is the second personal on Alex Weber. 55-37, 4:47 remain in the fourth quarter. That was the third team foul of the quarter on the Thunderbolts. Next up for Omaha Central, it's the Bellevue West Thunderbirds. January 17th as the inbound pass almost taken away from Grigsby, but he gets it back. Now Partridge to Haynes. Haynes drives baseline, stops at the block. The layup sat on the rim, and it finally falls. It's now a 20-point Central lead, 57-37, with 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Nick Sander with you from Link School. Harrison Arns back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. In the lane, it's Volkmer. Volkmer stops. Layup too strong. He tries to get his own miss, but instead unable to haul it in. He tips it out of bounds, and it will be Omaha Central basketball. Evan Rogers checks back into the game for Bruce Chubbuck's squad. Subbing out is Charlie Morrow. Subbing in will be Michael Haith for Lincoln Pius X. Four minutes, 13 seconds in the fourth quarter here as Partridge has it left side. Gives it to Haynes. Top of the key, Elijah Wayne. With it right side, now Grigsby. Grigsby working on the guard, Alex Weber. Left side, Rogers. Now to Elijah Wayne. Wayne gets doubled. Inside, left side of the key. Back to Wayne. Cross-court pass, almost tipped. Able to be controlled by Haynes. He goes up with it. Blocked by Haith. Now Haith. One-handed pass up the floor. Kelly off the glass. It's back to just an 18-point lead for Omaha Central as Parker Kelly now has 16 points on the day. 3 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 57-39 Omaha Central with the 18-point lead on the road. Now Haynes' pocket is picked by Parker Kelly in the lane. It's good off the glass, and it's 57-41. And Bruce Chubbuck Adam Brill, of Lincoln Pius X wants to talk things over. Wants to remind you folks, the Nebraska DOT Highway Safety Office says click it or ticket, buckle up when you drive. Sponsored by the Nebraska DOT Highway Safety Office. Let's take a 30-second timeout here from Lincoln Pius X High School. It's 57-41 Omaha Central with the 16-point lead. 3:25 remains here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Lincoln Pius X High School. Nick Sainert with you. Make sure you stay tuned after the conclusion of this one for striking up a conversation with Anna and Kayla. They'll be coming at you from our 93.7 The Ticket studios located 1040 O Street, downtown Lincoln. Following the conclusion of Omaha Central and Lincoln Pius X. The Eagles of Omaha Central hold a 16-point advantage. It's 57-41. 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and we have a hand check foul called on Charlie Morrow. Been some frustration all night from both sides on some of the whistles. That foul on Morrow is his third personal of the game. The Eagles inbound it to Haynes. He has it on the logo. Haynes passes it now to Grixby, who dribbles it to the top of the logo himself, or rather top of the key himself. Elijah Wayne on the right side to Haynes. Haynes working in the far corner, drives baseline, cross-court pass Partridge. Partridge, left-handed shooter, thought about popping the tray. Bruce Chubbuck wanted him to. Instead, he passes off to Rogers. Rogers, spin move to Elijah Wayne, top of the key. It's now Grixby. 8 seconds on the possession as Grixby has it top of the key. Crosses over, center of the lane, works in. Shot blocked by Volkmer. Offensive rebound. The shot clock reset. It should not have, because that ball did not change possession. It did not hit the rim. But fortunately for the Thunderbolts, it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. 57-41 as BJ Newsome checks back in for Omaha Central. Still with an extended pressure are the Eagles. The Thunderbolts break it easily. Cross-court pass corralled in the center of the lane. The floater is too strong, and Elijah Wayne cleans up the miss. 57-41. It's a 16-point Omaha Central lead. Evan Rogers near the top of the key. Rogers with it, drives left side, kicks it out. Partridge pops the three off the left side, no good. Defensive rebound, but then it falls right into the lap of Elijah Wayne. He misses the layup. That shot's blocked by Volkmer, and now Partridge cleans up the miss and gets the offensive rebound for Omaha Central. 57-41 as 2 minutes remain here in the fourth quarter. 57-41, Omaha Central with a 16-point lead. Left side, it's Partridge. Partridge dribbles top of the key, working on Michael Haith. Hands it off. Here is Newsome. Newsome with it. Has the defender Parker Kelly. Spin move in the lane. And he got stared down by Newsome as soon as he made that shot. As Parker Kelly has it across the timeline to Haith. Haith, inside out game. 3-ball Randall misses off back iron. And the rebound is able to be corralled by Elijah Wayne. This one all but over here at Lincoln Pius X High School. Omaha Central going to come on the road and knock off the Thunderbolts, get their 7th win of the season. It's 59-41 as the reserves starting to head to the scores table for both sides. Omaha Central with the basketball. It's Grixby, now Elijah Wayne. 1:01 to play in the fourth quarter. 59-41 Omaha Central. Partridge with it, top of the key, Rogers. He'll step in inside the three-point line. No good on the jumper. And as Pius X crosses the timeline, here is Morrow. Morrow in the lane, outside, 3-ball. Parker Kelly able to fall. It's 59-44. We're going to have a timeout on the floor for substitutions as Bruce Chubbuck just wants to sub, and Adam Brill will do the same thing. So once again, let's talk about these substitutes. It's going to be number 35, Nels Peterson, who we've seen today. It'll be number 23 for Omaha Central, Charlie Hillebrandt. Number 4, A.J. Nichols. Number 5, Trey Simpson. And I'm missing one more. Number 13, that's James Mullins for Omaha Central. The Eagles with the basketball, 31 seconds on the game clock. They cannot hold for the expiration of the game clock because the shot clock has 20 seconds on it. A foul is called on the Thunderbolts down low. It'll go on number 23. That is Jake Markowski, the younger brother of current Husker women's basketball player Alexis Markowski. The former Husker Andy Markowski, an assistant coach with the Pius X girls varsity basketball team. So Markowski out there, along with number 30, Isaiah Barnes, number 11, Zach Taubenheim, number 2, Sawyer Sand, and I believe I'm missing one more out there as well. Number 21, that's it, Henry Majerus. So here's Barnes, right side, it's Sand. Sand with it, gets it into Markowski. Markowski with 12, finds a cutting Taubenheim, able to connect, and it's 61-46 with 5 seconds on the game clock. Central will pop a 3, misses everything. You'll hear the horns, and at the end of this one, Omaha Central goes on the road, and they pick up win number 7 of the campaign with a dominating 61-46 victory over the Lincoln Pius X Thunderbolts. We want to thank all of you for listening to this broadcast of high school hoops on 93.7 The Ticket. Want to thank our sponsors, Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Members Owned Credit Union, Sunbelt Rentals, Jimmy John's, the Nebraska DOT Highway Safety Office, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Teammates Mentoring, and last but certainly not least, Play It Again Sports. Want to thank my man Harrison Arns back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios for pushing all the buttons, making sure we stay connected, making sure we stay all good here from Flavin Gymnasium. Nick Sanders saying so long from Lincoln Pius X High School, the Omaha Central Eagles, as they await Bellevue West on January 17th. They improve to 7-5 on the year with a dominating 61-46, a 15-point win on the road as Lincoln Pius X falls to 7-6 on the year. They will face Papillion La Vista on January 17th as they have now lost their 6th game of the season. That'll do it for us from Lincoln Pius X High School. Nick Sanders saying so long. Your final score once again, Omaha Central 61, Lincoln Pius X 46. Remember, striking up a conversation coming up next on 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hello? Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Your home